Hello and welcome back to another school year. Very excited to have everybody here. I think it's going to be a great school year, and there's some really positive things that have happened over the summer and from the end of last school year. As you know, we ended last school year being face to face and everybody in person, and we're looking to start the school year much the same way. Some of the rules and regulations and changes that we had last school year are going to look a lot different, and I think are going to be a lot better, and it's going to look a lot more like a normal school year. So that's really exciting, and we're really excited to get back to it and get closer. There are still going to be some things that we're going to be doing because we're not completely out of the whole COVID pandemic thing just yet. There's a few things that we're going to have as holdovers from last year, but a lot of the rules and different special things that we had going on last school year are going to look a little bit different. So let's get into that and talk a little bit more about what we've got going on. Again, super excited for everyone to be back in the building all at once, and super excited to be able to move on from some of the different rules and regulations we had last year. Still going to be looking really into those same commitments and regulations that we had to keep each other safe and support each other so we can make sure instruction is going on and things are flexible and that we're equitable in everything that we're doing. So a lot of the same commitments that we've always had, but again, just going to look a little bit different. One of the first things I want to talk about is social distancing. So social distancing is going to look a little bit different. We've reduced it from 6 feet to 3 feet. So that's what our minimum is. We want to still keep hands and bodies to ourselves. It's a good rule in general to have at school, but especially this year as we're still working through the pandemic. So 3 feet social distancing, and that's going to be a big key. The other thing that we want to talk about is everyone gets to come to school every single day. So everyone needs to be at school. Please come to school. We're going to do everything we can to make sure it still stays safe. And I think we're going to be in a much better place than we have been in the past. So the thing that we also want to make sure you understand is once you get to going outside, it is really important to continue with that social distancing outside as well. We are still going to have to wear masks this year. That's the kind of the one big carryover that we have from last year. Again, it's really important that we wear masks when we're inside the building. The big change is that when you're outside, we no longer need to wear masks. That is the rule as of right now. It might change as things in our community change. So hopefully we can all keep doing the right job and we can get to a point where maybe we don't need to wear masks anymore. We got pretty close to that point this summer, but things are starting to kind of ramp back up. So we are going to be wearing masks in the building, both adults and students. Again, it's really important when wearing a mask that it is over your nose and your mouth. Really important that those things are happening. Otherwise, the mask is not very effective. So keeping it on while we're in the building, able to take it off when you go outside. That's the big change from last year with that one. Some teachers will still wear a shield, but most are just going to be wearing those masks. And just like I said, important that everybody is doing that in the building so we can get to a point where hopefully we don't need to wear masks anymore. The last thing I want to talk about, at least with this one, I'll talk a little bit about lunch in a different little kind of video, but the last thing we want to talk about with this video is cleaning. Cleaning is super important as it was last year. Hand washing is a really big one. We got to make sure that we continue to wash hands and that we hand sanitize when we go in and out of classrooms. We still have those hand sanitizers out and available for people to use. We can have a little bit more flexibility with it, but hand washing is going to be really important. Hand washing, mask wearing are what got us to a place where we could get all students back in the building last year and got us to a place where this summer we didn't all have to be wearing masks inside the building. Some of you that did summer school might have noticed that. We can get back there again. We just got to keep being diligent and doing our part to make sure that we do everything we can to keep each other safe. I'm going to talk about, like I said, lunch and lockers in a different video. And if you have questions, if you're not sure what's going on or you're still not quite 100% up to date on what you need to be doing, please ask an adult and let's make it a good school year.